Okay, guys, I had to go to a meeting this morning and I had to take my laptop and I had to get hooked up to my hotspot to pull up some files. And I got there a little bit early, about 15 minutes early, and I looked around and thought, oh, I wonder if I just connected to ThinkOrSwim real quick. What could I do in about 10 minutes? So I hustled as I'm sitting in this waiting room, I pulled up my hotspot so I can get my files up. And then I real quick logged into ThinkOrSwim and I had about 10 minutes. And I can't believe I did this. Oh my God. I did in 3 minutes, 3 1-minute candles, I scalped Google for $41 and hurried and jumped out of that and went over to Nvidia. 2 minutes later, I was in Nvidia, and in 1 minute, I made $87. And then I immediately jumped over to Amazon, and in 1 minute, I made $28. So that was a total of 8 minutes, and I hurried and shut down the platform, and it did it all in 8 minutes. And then I came home, and I don't want to trade earnings today because I just don't. I'm just over it. I've worked all day, and I'm not in the mood. I don't want to lose money today. So, because I got to about $185, and that's good. That's plenty. I don't want to screw that up. So I pull up my computer, and I'm about ready to make this video, and I thought, oh, MU. Oh, God. It's like a drug. I had to get my MU fix. You guys, I'm trying really hard to master MU. That spread is tough. That's a really big spread. So I went really low share size, 25 shares. And at 3:15, right in that one candle, I saw a perfect setup. And I took it in just 1 minute, in and out, by 30 seconds. And I made $28.75. I can't believe this. All right. I just feel like I'm addicted to trading right now because I just need like 10 minutes a day. It's like a little, I don't know. It's just something. Okay, guys, I'm going to show you. I really do want to show you. If you only have a few minutes to trade, I'm going to show you what I was looking for and how I just jump in, jump out, get in, move on to another stock. And if I don't see something like a perfect setup at that moment, I'm just gone. I move on to something else. And I took no red trades. So let's go check it out. I hope you guys can do this. It's like an extra 100, 200 a day for a few minutes. I kind of like it. I should stick to this because I think I do better in just a few minutes instead of all day. Okay, let's go check it out. All right, guys, the first one I did, I still can't believe I did this. Okay, at 9:34, I jumped in right here on Google. And I trade Google a lot. I like Google. And I had seen that it had pulled up right here. It came up, did a pullback, came up, did a pullback. Well, I didn't even get on this until right about this candle. I probably looked at it right here. Here's what I was watching. So we come up here and we pull back. Now, these first few minutes, I hate to trade and we have a lot of wicks. So I was a little worried, but I was in such a hurry that I took small share size, just 50 shares I started with. And I want to show you down here what I was watching. First of all, I'm watching the 9 EMA. And you notice when we come up and we pull back, we're just tapping the 9. And we come up, pull back to here, pull back to the 9. And we're actually tapping it and then heading up. So I was pretty confident here that we would keep going up, although I was worried about that wick. So that's why when I entered this candle right here, my first entry was only 50 shares. And then down here, I want to show you this. The first candles or the first volume bar in the first candle is always going to be really huge. I kind of ignore that. And then sellers came down here and buyers stepped up. So I was pretty confident this was going to go up with this action right here. This is the candle that I really watched right here, or the volume bar that I was watching, and the candle. So I saw right here that even though sellers came up, you got to be aware of this. You can't just think, oh, we're going short because sellers are stepping up. Because even though the seller stepped way up, that volume bar doubled in size and the sellers took half of it, but the buyers took a little over half of it. Or maybe they took half exactly. I don't know, but you can see what I mean. So buyers were stepping up, but they kept overtaking the sellers. And then right here on this candle up here, but I'm talking candles, but I'm looking at the volume bars. So right here, you see the sellers come way down and volume shoots down, but we keep the buyers at the top. And then here, buyers still stay at the top and we start increasing in volume. So this is where I was playing this long and then starting to get out right here and then getting fully out, getting back in, getting out here.
So this, I was starting to take it short right in here. So I'm taking it long here and short here. And I'm really just watching this right here. So this right here was only $41. It was uh, 9:34 to 9:37 in the morning. So just a few minutes. And then I went from there to Nvidia. Let's go to Nvidia. I just jumped over really fast. I had no time. I didn't do any research. I didn't pull up all those tickers that I show you, the 12 charts that I watch. I did not care about any of this over here. I wasn't looking at what was running. I just stuck to the stocks I know. That was when I'm just trying to get in and out in a few minutes, I just stick to the stocks I know that have good price movement each day and good volume. That's what I worry about is volume. Nvidia had huge volume this morning. So all I did was take 2 trades right here for $87.66. I got in here for 100 shares long. And then, because here's the thing, guys, watch. We're coming down. We pull back here. This area is kind of hard to call. So this isn't really price action that I really care about because market orders are washing out. But right here, as we come up, look at the volume. We come shooting up. Even though sellers stepped in here, but they did not take the majority of the candle. The buyers did. And we went way up in volume. So I'm seeing this. When I come over here, it's this time right here, right, probably about this candle I came over here. But I looked at this, saw it pulled back, got in here, and then doubled down. And I took it till I had 400 shares and I just got out. So it was 100 and it looks like I hit another 100, then doubled down to 200. And then I just got out right here. And this is what I was worried about right here. Look, see how this kind of tops out right here? Didn't want to get past that. So I just got out when it got to there. I'm not in a hurry. I mean, I am in a hurry. I don't want to trade this. I just want in and out really fast. And I made $87.66. And it was literally just coming up and then coming back to the 9 EMA and watching volume and just saying, that's it. I'm getting in. And I'm just going to take it off the 9 and get immediately out. Because I knew, look at this. I knew it was going to fail here. Right here. It did here too. And then look over here. It failed again. So you got to watch to the left of the chart. You've got to watch volume and you've got to watch volume per candle, I should say, and increasing volume. Is it increasing? Are you getting more buyers or sellers? You're trying to keep track of all that. This gray line in the background is the average volume. So I want to make sure we're above average. So that's it. And then if I would have kept trading this, I would have taken this to here, but I would have got out again knowing that, look what happened here. So I would have been very cautious in this area. And then now we start coming down. So what I would have done is see the 9 EMA crosses down below the 21. You're going to start taking this short here. Now, I don't know what it did because I didn't watch this. Yeah, it kept going short. You could have taken this for a little bit more. Okay, so that was it, 87.66. After Nvidia, I traded Amazon, and that was a quick trade for $28. And that was just one in and out. So I immediately moved over to this. Well, I want to get this to where you can see why I got in. And then I'm going to maybe not make that so big. I want you to see how you need to look left and then you need to watch your volume bars. Let me get this up here. All right. So I'm watching buyers versus sellers. Again, sellers are the red and buyers are the green. Right here, easy. By the time I came over here, I only want to get in and out quick. I'm done. I had just a minute more left. And that was all I could do was one quick scalp. I went 100 shares. And you notice it comes up here, fails right here, comes down. We hit the 21 EMA. We come up to the 9 and fail it. And this candle, I figured if we failed the 9 on this one, I figured we're going down. And we did. And I also saw the sellers stepping up right here. And buyers came down right on this candle. This volume bar is telling me everything I need to know. First of all, volumes come way down from this area, and buyers came way down, and sellers shooting up. So I just took it short, in and out, 100 shares, $28. And then right when I got home, I was going to do this video. I'm tired. I don't want to trade earnings today. I didn't even look at it. I wasn't interested. I mean, if it would have been something like Palantir, I'd get a little energy going, and I'd do that. But let's look here. All right, this one I just did real fast. You know, MU, I trade very small share size in and out in one candle. And I happened to watch this and we come way up, but we're failing right here. We have a lot of wicks, which is typical for MU. This level right here, I marked probably a month ago. I mean, that level's been there a long time. And I noticed that we were not going past it and closing past it. We were hugging it. So I figured it's coming down, and it did. It came down. So when I start seeing the 9 EMA curling over, and we have sellers stepping up, and coming in, I know that we're going to start going short. And right here, we didn't even tap the 9 EMA. So price comes down, it comes back up, but it doesn't even tap the 9 EMA, it fails. So I know that's it, I'm in. And I went ahead and took it here short. I got in at 894.51 and I got out at 893.61, almost $1, or it looks like a little over $1 I got. And I did not even hold it this whole time. MU is scary to trade. I don't want to hold it. I just want in and out. So that was perfect. That topped it off and got me $185.46. So that's it. You guys, I just want to say another thing. I think I'll do a video on this. I'm in year 4, and I was telling, shout out to Trisha. She emails me and comments a lot in my videos, and she's learning. She's new. She's in year 1. I know how it is for all of you in year 1 of trading. I still remember it because I'm only in year 4. And I was telling her, if you go back in yesterday's video, you can see in the comments what I said about year 1 of trading versus year 4. When year 1, this price action here just is impossible to read. It's like reading Japanese. I learned Japanese early on in life, and I've learned a lot of languages. But when I first learned Japanese, I can just remember I could not read anything. It was just obviously a foreign language. And it's like being in Japan, immersing yourself, and you live there. But your very first year, you're in a restaurant and you just can't read the menu. So you start pointing at things and you hope it works out. And sometimes it does. And sometimes you leave hungry and sometimes you leave full. And then by year 4 of living in Japan and immersing yourself in the language, now you can read the menus, you can read the street signs, you're breezing through your days and you're very satisfied. You leave, you know exactly what to order in a restaurant, you leave full, you know exactly what you're paying, and it's very fast and instant. You're having conversations with the waiter, you know exactly what the next thing is he's going to say. That's just like reading price action, but it takes a long time. This is a very complicated language. I bet it's like learning Chinese. I've never tried to learn Mandarin Chinese, by the way. You can only imagine how hard that is. So give yourself a break. If you're trying to learn this, don't think you're going to learn it overnight or even in 6 months. It took me till year 2.5 years, and I had finally stopped losing money and I started turning the bend to getting to profitability. But I wasn't even at year 2.5 when I was finally regularly every month in the green. And by year 3, I really was, because it's been a full year now. I still wasn't reading price action really well. I was still getting a lot of red days. So give yourself a break, pat yourself on the back. You're doing good. And it just takes time. Ease up, keep your share size small, and just keep trying to read what's happening. And I keep saying, stick to just a few stocks, you guys. You got to narrow it down. Get to know how they react, how these volume bars react with the candlesticks and what's happening. And you just got to get used to it. That's about all I can say. But I'm going to add that to one of my videos, my weekend workshop videos. But I'm going to go into deeper dives into that and some Discord groups that I learned from. And I'm planning a good video on that will help those of you that are in year 1 and year 2. I really want to help you get to that 3-year mark where you start turning. It takes 2 years to turn the tide into green for most people. I know there's some brilliant Einsteins out there. Don't tell me in the comments that it's not hard. It's hard for most of us. Okay, guys, now let me know how you did today. Let me know if you traded any earnings. I haven't even looked at it. So, all right, talk to you later, guys. Hopefully I'll try to take a quick 5-minute trade tomorrow. And I've got a big day tomorrow, so maybe 5 minutes I'll get in or something. Okay, guys, thank you. Let me know how you did today.